Picture Vienna at the dawn of the 20th century, a city alive with music, debate, and invention. The air is thick with possibility as every street corner hums with the energy of new ideas and restless ambition. Carriages rattle over cobblestones, while inside coffee houses, artists and thinkers challenge every old idea. These cafes are more than places to drink coffee. They are the beating heart of the city's intellectual life, where conversations stretch late into the night. Beneath the city's imperial grandeur, a revolution of the mind is brewing. The old world and the new are colliding, and Vienna stands at the crossroads of tradition and transformation. People are questioning art, society, and themselves, making Vienna the birthplace of modern thought. Painters, writers, and philosophers gather in salons, eager to break boundaries and redefine what is possible. Into this charged atmosphere step two doctors, Sigmund Freud and Alfred Adler. Both are outsiders in their own way, drawn to the city's restless spirit and its hunger for understanding. Both are fascinated by the mysteries of human behavior, drawn to the city's obsession with the inner life. They see Vienna not just as a home, but as a place where the secrets of the mind might finally be unlocked. Vienna isn't just their backdrop, it's their laboratory. Every encounter, every conversation becomes a clue in their search to understand what drives us. The city's tensions between public image and private desire fuel their curiosity. In Vienna, appearances are everything, but beneath the surface, passions and anxieties simmer. Here, the story of psychoanalysis and the friendship and rivalry between Freud and Adler begins. Their debates will shape the future of psychology and change how we think about ourselves. Their discoveries will challenge how we see ourselves. The questions they ask will echo far beyond Vienna, touching lives around the world. This is a tale of ideas, conflict, and the quest to understand the human mind. It is a story of ambition, courage, and the relentless pursuit of truth. Welcome to Vienna, where the modern world is about to be born, and where the journey into the depths of the human psyche truly begins. Sigmund Freud grew up in Vienna, the favored child in a family that nurtured his intellect and ambition. Surrounded by books and lively conversation, Freud's early years were marked by a sense of promise and expectation. His parents, especially his mother, believed he was destined for greatness, and this belief shaped his confidence and curiosity about the world. Early on, he became acutely aware of family dynamics and the unspoken tensions between parents and children. These subtle conflicts and alliances within his own home sparked his lifelong fascination with the hidden forces that shape human relationships. Alfred Adler, by contrast, was one of 6 children and often felt weak and overlooked. In a bustling household, he struggled to find his place, feeling overshadowed by his siblings and yearning for recognition. Childhood illness left Adler feeling inferior, a theme that would shape his life's work. His early struggles with health and self-worth planted the seeds for his later theories about overcoming adversity. Freud pursued neurology, but barriers in the medical establishment led him to private practice, where he treated patients with mysterious nervous disorders. These cases, often dismissed by others, fascinated Freud and pushed him to look beyond the physical symptoms. He became convinced that the roots of their suffering lay deep within the mind. Freud began to explore dreams, memories, and the unconscious, searching for hidden meanings behind his patients' distress. Adler set up his practice among ordinary Viennese, including circus performers, witnessing firsthand how people strove to overcome their limitations. He saw resilience and ambition in the face of hardship, and these observations deeply influenced his thinking. For Adler, the drive to overcome inferiority, not hidden desires, was the key to understanding human motivation. He believed that striving for improvement and belonging was at the heart of every person's story. Both men, shaped by their early experiences, set out to answer the same question: what truly drives us? Their contrasting upbringings led them down different paths, but their curiosity about the human mind united them. Freud looked inward, searching for hidden causes. He believed that our deepest fears and desires, often buried in the unconscious, shaped our actions in ways we barely understood. Adler looked outward, focusing on how we strive to belong and succeed. He saw people as social beings, motivated by their relationships and their desire to contribute to society. Their journeys would soon collide in the heart of Vienna, a city alive with new ideas and intellectual debate. The stage was set for a new science of the mind as Freud and Adler prepared to challenge each other and the world with their revolutionary ideas. Freud's breakthrough was the idea of the unconscious mind, a revolutionary concept that would forever change how we understand ourselves and others. He proposed that beneath our conscious awareness lies a hidden realm, quietly shaping our thoughts, feelings, and actions in ways we rarely notice. Freud likened the mind to an iceberg. Only a small part is visible above the water, while the vast majority remains submerged, unseen but powerful. To explore this hidden world, Freud developed psychoanalysis. He invited patients to speak freely on his famous couch, encouraging them to share dreams, memories, and stray thoughts, hoping their words would reveal the secrets buried deep within. Dreams, he believed, were the royal road to the unconscious, expressing our deepest wishes, fears, and conflicts in symbolic disguise, waiting to be interpreted. Freud mapped the mind into three distinct parts, each with its own motives and desires. The id, driven by primal urges and instinctual needs, always seeking immediate gratification. The superego, our internalized sense of right and wrong, shaped by parents and society, acting as our moral compass. And the ego, which mediates between these powerful forces and the demands of reality, striving to maintain balance and sanity. Much of our anxiety, Freud argued, comes from the constant battle among these inner forces as the ego struggles to keep peace. His therapy aimed to strengthen the ego, helping people manage their inner conflicts and find healthier ways to cope with life's challenges. Freud's ideas were radical for their time, suggesting that our lives are shaped by powerful forces we barely understand and that self-knowledge requires courage and honesty. He challenged us to look beneath the surface of our everyday lives, to question our motives and to seek meaning in our hidden thoughts. The unconscious, Freud insisted, is the true driver of our behavior, influencing us in ways we may never fully realize. Psychoanalysis became a tool for exploring the hidden depths of the mind, offering a new path to healing and understanding. Freud's vision would soon spark both admiration and fierce debate, inspiring generations of thinkers to explore the mysteries of the mind. The world of psychology would never be the same, as Freud's legacy continues to shape our understanding of what it means to be human. Adler saw human life through a different lens. He believed our deepest motivation is to overcome feelings of inferiority, a universal experience from childhood. This striving for superiority, he argued, drives us to grow and improve, not to dominate, but to become our best selves. Our unique style of life, shaped by family and birth order, guides how we pursue our goals. Adler introduced the idea of social interest. True health means caring for others and contributing to the community. Problems arise when striving turns selfish or when we retreat from life's challenges. Adler's therapy was collaborative and encouraging, focused on present goals rather than hidden traumas. He wanted to help people build confidence and social connection. His psychology was one of hope and empowerment. Adler offered a vision of growth through courage and community. In early 20th century Vienna, Freud sought allies for his new science. He formed a discussion group, the Wednesday Psychological Society, and invited Adler to join. Each week, brilliant minds gathered in Freud's apartment, debating dreams, case studies, and theories. Freud led as the movement's father figure, but Adler quickly became a key voice, unafraid to challenge ideas. For a time, their collaboration was creative and intense. Freud saw Adler as a valuable partner, even naming him president of the society. Yet beneath the camaraderie, differences simmered. Adler's focus on social striving clashed with Freud's emphasis on unconscious drives. The Wednesday meetings became a battleground of ideas. The seeds of rivalry were sown in these passionate debates. The future of psychoanalysis hung in the balance. The rift between Freud and Adler centered on a single question: what truly drives us? Freud insisted on the power of the libido and unconscious desires rooted in childhood. Adler argued that our main drive is to overcome inferiority and achieve our goals, shaped by social context. Their theories led to radically different ways of understanding people's problems. Freud saw ambition as a symptom of hidden conflict. Adler saw it as a conscious effort to grow. For Freud, the past was key. For Adler, the present and future mattered most. Their disagreement was no longer academic, it was personal. The split was inevitable. By 1911, the debates between Freud and Adler erupted into open conflict. Freud saw Adler's independence as betrayal. Adler felt stifled by Freud's demands for loyalty. Heated meetings turned toxic, and Freud hoped the society would reject Adler's ideas. Instead, the divide only deepened. Adler and his supporters resigned, officially breaking from Freud's circle. Freud excommunicated them, ending the friendship for good. The split was painful but transformative. Adler founded the Society for Individual Psychology, emphasizing the whole person in a social context. This was the first major schism in psychology, opening the field to new ideas. The rivalry between Freud and Adler would shape the future of the discipline. Psychology would never again be a single story. After the split, Freud continued to refine his theories, exploring the mind's structure and the roots of civilization's discontents. His fame grew and psychoanalysis spread worldwide, influencing art, literature, and culture. Even exile in London couldn't stop his work. Freud's legacy became foundational to modern psychology. Meanwhile, Adler made psychology practical and accessible. He opened child guidance clinics, championed encouragement, and promoted social interest in education. Adler's optimism resonated, especially in America, where his ideas on self-improvement and equality flourished. He believed anyone could change their life by changing their goals. Freud explored the mind's depths. Adler championed human potential and community. Both men worked passionately until the end, leaving indelible marks on the world. Today, Freud and Adler's ideas shape how we think about ourselves. Freud gave us the language of the unconscious, defense mechanisms, and the talking cure. His influence is everywhere, from therapy to pop culture. Adler's legacy thrives in education, parenting, and self-help, with his focus on self-esteem and social connection. His concepts of inferiority complex and lifestyle are part of our everyday vocabulary. Their rivalry reminds us that knowledge grows through debate and diversity of thought. Freud taught us to look inward, Adler to look outward. Both perspectives are essential to understanding who we are. Their story is not about winners or losers, but about the richness of human psychology. The echoes of their ideas still resonate, as vital now as in Vienna's coffee houses a century ago.